Welcome back, everyone. Joe here, Joe's Outdoor Experience. Today we're just going to go ahead and cut my parents' lawn. I got to fill up this Coleman Outfitter 550 with some firewood. I'm going to drop some off later on and fill up the tractor, the Mahindra 1626. I just filled up that 5-gallon with some off-road diesel. Going to go towards the back, knock down some of those smaller trees. Harry should be here in about an hour, hour and a half. We'll see where I am at that point. I might be done, but you know what? We'll hang out, figure out what else we can get into. And other than that, it's just going to be a pretty light, easy day. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and just kind of hang out with us. It has a 42-inch deck. It's a 344cc engine, which I think it's 10.5 horsepower. It's a good little machine. I think it's severely underpowered for here. It's got little cookie cutter tires on and little pizza cutters in the back here. For this prop, it isn't terrible, but again, like I said, it is severely underpowered. It struggles in some areas. For what it is, it's not terrible, but they're gonna have to step it up soon, because we could just tell as we're driving it. I mean, I'm 258 pounds with me on it, going up these little hills. It struggles, so probably would do better if a young kid on it that driving it. This is the Coleman Outfitter 550. This thing's been tremendous. It's definitely a very good machine. It's a workhorse of what we got going on. The tires are a little aggressive, so once these are worn down a little bit more, we're going to look into getting, I think they're called turf tires. They're not as aggressive. We're not doing some crazy trails. I mean, the property here is a little steep. That's all getting corrected, but these tires are quite aggressive. They do rip up the area. I was against this machine in the first place, but now that we have about 50 hours on it and we use it a lot, almost every single day. We've loaded this back up with wood, Harry and I. We've pulled some trees out with it, or pulling when the tree's cut, we pull the pole out, the whole tree. We've put some weight behind it, and it is a workhorse. If you guys are looking for something in the price range, I think this was about $12,000. It's definitely worth it. I'm going to be doing a service on it relatively soon. I'll film that if you guys are interested. But it is a very good machine. I enjoy driving it all the time. It's a little loud on the loud side, but for the price and what you're getting out of it, it's definitely a good machine. So enough of me talking. I'm going to go get this lawnmower going and start cutting. So I just got done mowing up top, and I mow the property next door because I have access to hunt their property. There's another 6 acres there. So I just mow the curb line up until the end of their property. They actually there is no house there, they just own the land. But this is how I fill up the Mahindra. It's a top fill, so the spout is up here, or the intake is up here for the diesel. This is off-road diesel. I just got it today. It was $3.89 a gallon. I got like 4 gallons just so I didn't overfill this. What I did like about that Coyote is the fill spout was in the back, or one had it on the side here. This is a little bit, it's not terrible, but it could be better. Splashes everywhere. And I have the key on so I could see when I get to about that full mark. So that took almost every bit of 4 gallons. As you guys can see, I have a napkin here. I don't have any more shop cloths, just to wipe down the tractor. I would never use my shirt or anything like that. Even when I did the pre-inspection here, didn't use the shirt or pants. Just a rag, nice and easy. Takes it all off. Don't have to make a mess. What I'm gonna do is, since I just got done cutting the front of my parents' house and along the other side of the neighbors there, I'm gonna come in here with the brush cutter since I have it on. Since a lot of you guys even said while you're doing this load of work, you don't really need it on. I was using it as counterweight or ballast in the back. But I'm gonna take it off because you do the clinking and clanking and the banging and the smashing does get a little bit annoying. So I'm gonna come in here. The goats can't take it all down and I don't want this stuff to get too out of control. I'm gonna just kind of brush cut all this stuff down. Nothing too crazy. I would say that's about 4 to 5 inches off the ground, where that's about a foot already. I'll take you guys so you can see. So I don't want it that high, nothing too crazy. Just come along, make it kind of look a little neat in here. I still am working in here, so I get it. It does look like a mess. It doesn't look beautiful yet. My parents don't care. They totally love that this is even getting done. But to me, it's kind of an eyesore. So I don't want to have the grass, or this is cereal grain rye. I don't want it to be too high and out of control. Where I mean, the goats are only in this Premier 1 fence, and I move it once a day with my mom. But this is it. They're set up for today. And within about 3 to 5 hours, they'll get that knocked down. But it's just not enough of goats to handle the amount of. I'm gonna set the camera up on top of that IronCraft brush cutter that we have there. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just mow this down nice and easy and gentle, and then come back later, if not tomorrow, with Harry and start plucking and cutting down those trees and getting everything taken out along this creek line as far as we can for the few hours that we have. So you guys saw that's Mahindra 1626 with the IronCraft Grapple and the IronCraft Rotary Cutter on the back. They've worked flawlessly. I'm going to send an email over to find out and get a price on the forks in the front, and hopefully get that ordered within the next few weeks. I have to get that firewood stack in the front there, moved to another side of the backyard, or my parents' property here, because my mom wants a garden there before the growing season starts, to till that all up. But if you guys don't mind, if you can hit that like button, if you're not subscribed, if you don't mind subscribing. My name is Joe. We are here in North Carolina. This is my parents' property. It's only 6 acres in northeast North Carolina.